After roughly a year, Cleric Muto has finally been nerfed. Cleric Muto has long tormented kaiju as one of the plethora of overpowered kaijus such as Destroya, Titanus Rodan, Nutcracker, and many more, but unlike them, Cleric Muto is the first of them to be nerfed. However, expect rebalances for them hopefully soon. When I heard about the Cleric Muto nerf, I went into the Prometeo Games Discord to talk about it. The reaction wasn't exactly as I had expected. It was more of a 50-50 on whether people liked or disliked the rebalance. Some called the nerf unnecessary, while others were ecstatic, like myself, over the Cleric nerf. Some were arguing that Cleric wasn't even that strong. Well, I have something to show them. While that video was from day one release of Cleric Muto, Cleric Muto's original nerf really wasn't all that much, as the only downside it received was not having Fire 3 on its beam during Old Blood, which dealt half of someone's HP with one usage, due to the fire taking a percentage of someone's max health. Get this shit off me! Ah! Now the way I see it, I think some people are just a bit upset that their favorite broken kaiju can't solo 90% of the roster while only using one single attack. Now, what exactly was nerfed about Cleric Muto this time around? Well, for starters, the health return was reduced by 50%, which I never found an issue with, but it isn't a bad addition either. Its speed was nerfed by a small amount. I was seeing people complain about how it's now quote-unquote slow, yet the max speed dropped by 1.5 and Cleric Muto has a literal dash, so not much was affected whatsoever. You can hardly tell the difference when using my recommended build of 7 speed, 7 damage, and 6 HP. Hunter's Cleave received a small damage nerf, which is quite solid considering it 1. Has no cooldown, and 2. Has a very fast animation allowing for very high DPS while spamming this attack. Vickers Assault received a damage nerf, which was very necessary considering that attack did 800 damage even without the addition of the fire it used to inflict when in Old Blood. It also received a charge cost increase to 25 and an animation time increase to 2.5 seconds. The walk speed modifier being set to 0.75 isn't really a noticeable change at all. The cost being increased allows Cleric to not only use the attack 4 times instead of 5 in a row when at 100 charge, and the animation time lowers the DPS overall, as that was one of Cleric's largest issues aside from Old Blood. Cleric's leap attack, Wrath of Cosm, had its knockback increased to 50, which is a very welcome change, so you can actually use the attack and land damage without opening yourself up to more damage being received versus what you're dishing out. Hunter's Dodge, arguably Cleric's most annoying attack, got an increase in charge to prevent it from being spammed with virtually 0 penalty. Now we can get on to the most important changes in this rebalance, the Old Blood changes. Attacks 1 and 2 are no longer guaranteed to inflict fire, as it is now a 25% chance to inflict. This is a huge improvement, as Cleric's already high DPS paired with fire being inflicted with every single melee made his DPS skyrocket, especially against kaijus with a higher HP such as Destroya, Monster Zero, Ultima, and more. Wrath of Cosm inflicts fire 1 for 5 seconds instead of 3. This attack was arguably Cleric's worst one, as it just didn't hold up compared to the other attacks, so it's definitely appreciated to see Cleric's least used attack getting some changes here. The beam received a slight cooldown increase. Now, I don't really know why, as it's still usable twice during Old Blood's duration, which I have no issue with, so I don't really see how this changes anything. And now lastly, the T-Roar, which grants stability, strength, and slowness, has its slowness level reduced to level 2. Honestly, the Old Blood roars for Cleric are really bad in a combat situation. The only way I can see this becoming viable is if the debility status effect when activating these roars were to be removed, as Cleric is already quite frail. After covering all of that, let's go back to the main point. Why is this a good thing? Kaiju Universe has a lot of unbalanced kaiju, and while Cleric Muto being strong is fine, it was far too strong. Even though only one of the many overpowered kaijus was nerfed, it's a step in the right direction compared to some of the disastrous launches of some of the kaijus. The other camera going. This game. Holy shit! This is so stupid. He can't attack. He can't attack. I'd also like to cover another point. Some people were complaining about the price increase for Cleric's G-Cell requirement from 80,000 to 150,000, and Barrett made a point regarding this, stating that the reasoning for the price increase was due to G-Cell inflation, and I'll agree with him on that one. Compare KU from 2020 to right now, Destroyer releasing with a 750,000 G-Cell paywall was a huge addition back then, considering the richest player at the time had roughly 10 million G-Cells. Nowadays, every server you're in will most likely have a few people with 10 million or more G-Cells. Players have been gaining G-Cells at a rapid rate, as there isn't really anything to spend them on. Cleric may have fallen out of high S tier, but it's still a very good kaiju. The first attack is a very nice option if you're looking to face tank, and Old Blood is still solid, providing a 500 health boost with access to its beam and a chance to inflict fire onto enemies. The Cleric nerf was desperately needed, and this is hopefully a good omen for the future in regards to kaiju balancing. If you made it this far into the video, thank you so much for watching. This has been FDA, and I'll see you guys in the Sanctum.